All right. We'll see when the first viewer comes on. So, Rock, how's the Q1 and Q2 been for you?
Oh, Q2, best ever. Q1 was a little slow for me, but
Yeah.
Q2 picked up the pace, bro. It's been
Q2's been really good, yeah, for sure.
yeah, it
But
makes you wonder
we're
like
pretty much just gone to what is it, June the 1st? So I guess this is the start of the real Q3 now.
right, yeah,
Like,
Q3. I think
if
what like
anything, this is the
July,
real start of
August.
Q3. What's good? Call me GG. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I'm just looking at EU at the moment, but slowly I'm going to switch to NQ, and we'll see what happens there. But currently, I'm sitting in this trade, so yeah. Damn, bro, look at price just like messing around here on the true New York Open. Yeah, Rock. So Q3 is coming up. It should be interesting.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be honestly like you
Yeah, that's a giveaway.
start to make plans for the slow price action. I'm trying to get myself ready, but so far
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
been
for sure.
so good that it's like just don't stop, bro.
You're just used to like the volume at the moment. Hopefully, the volume stays put, but like, yeah. I mean, I seen it slow down a little bit, but it's been okay. The giveaway. Yes, there will be a giveaway. So that's gonna be, and we'll give it like 15 minutes. We give it 15 minutes. Alrighty. Come on, you. Hurry up and hit it so I can concentrate on NQ. Where are you from? Call me. Have you used like FPF for a while? Futures? How many people are in the chat right now? Let's have a look. Two peeps. Bro, we keep rejecting True New York Open. It's hell annoying. There's 9 o'clock. GU started making the move, bro, after being the weaker asset. It's annoying. Hey, what's good, Savers? All right, well, let's check what NQ is up to. Just to let you guys know, I do trade Corley theory. So basically, I'm looking for sequential SMT against assets and trading. Yeah, I'm in a bit of a trade here, Rock, but yes, there's a giveaway today. We'll probably do it in about 15 minutes. "15 minutes time, we'll do a giveaway. And I'll let you guys know what to do when we do that." The surprise guest is already here. So his name's Trader Rock, and he streams every day. So Rock, are you there? I'll get him on chat. One sec. All right. It looks like my EU trades kind of coming back into action. So let's see what happens here. Just want to hit about a 2R, and I'll be happy for the day on my Euro trade. basically what you have here is an hourly gap and a 90-minute sequential SMT, and that's all. Inversion gap, 5-minute, and that's pretty much my sort of setup. Same sort of thing with NQ and indices, but I do that on the minute. Answer questions for me when you're on the VC. Rock. We can't hear you, no. Oh, no worries, Abu. Yes, Abu got it from my my own Discord. So
You should be able to hear me now. Yeah,
I called that out on my Discord just before. What did you say, Rock? I'm gonna hear you again. So someone had questions for you, apparently, man. So
oh, you can hear me now. There we go.
Go for it, bro. You can ask him questions.
Is my volume good?
Yeah, your volume's it's all sweet.
Perfect. There it goes. Look at that. I told you this was a banger, bro. Look at that. EU already
Banger,
dumping.
Bro. Just have to be patient.
EU already dumping.
It's got to be patient, man. Yep. Congratulations. Hey, what's up, Kian? Rock, you have a question from Savers.
All right, let's check it out.
I hit TP. First TP of the day. Let's go.
Let's go, man. That's good volume for a Monday pre-market. That's beautiful. Let's see this question. It says, what is an uptrend? Which part of the candle is wick? What's an EMA? What's a trend line? How do I trade head and shoulders? What is enigma when trading? So I have a question for you, bro. How long have you been trading? That's the best place to start. How long have you been trading, Mr. Savers? Okay, 5 years. So okay. So I can help you, but to be honest, head and shoulders, you don't need any of that. EMA, yes, I like to use EMA. Trend lines are fine. Uptrend, downtrend, yes. And what part of the candle is the wick? Okay, so yeah, all that is pretty basic, bro. You really don't need head and shoulders because that's more of a pattern that it goes with your strategy, right? My strategy has nothing to do with head and shoulders. If we look at the charts, right? Let me see if I can share my chart, bro, while we wait for this market open.
No worries, Abu. It was a good trade. Pretty simple. I mean, you could keep holding it, but I just go for like the 2R.
That's beaut, bro. That's such a clean trade, bro.
2R. Yeah, bro. So pretty much I've created a sort of strategy using Q2, and it's using a 5-minute PD array off an hourly gap. Pretty much that basic, but it works. So I'll use the time 7:30 till 9 for that strategy. And then for my future strategy, I'm using 9:45 until 10:20. It's a bit more of a scalp. So we'll be waiting for that. Yeah, Rock, if you put your cards up here, I can.
It should be already up here. I have them my screen shared. It says I'm in the back room right now, backstage.
Okay, you're in the back room. 1 sec. Remove from stage. It's your stage now. Go for it.
Oh, okay. There it is. Nice. Look at that. All right, cool. So I'm just gonna, if you want, bro, legit, bro, you should definitely take notes. So I can give you guys the basics to trading, right? And I'll type it out here so you can screenshot it later. So number one for me every day, bro, like I'll go through the process right now. And then later in the day, you'll see how these order of operations come into play every single session. So number one, you want to just stick to your higher time frame. And I'll make this fast so we're not all day here, but it's going to be a quick, breakdown. We got the higher time frame order blocks and daily candle range. All right, so first things first, if we go to the daily candle, we want to see what side of the range we're approaching. All right, so if we see here, Friday, we've already taken out the high of the range on Friday. Now your eyes go to the high of the range for today and then the low of the range from Friday, right? Price is going to draw towards one of those. Also, the low of the range from today, aka previous daily low, which is Friday's low. And then you have the current daily high and the current daily low. Super simple. And this part of the candle, you ask, what's a wick? The wick is the part of the candle. Once a candle closes, the part that looks like a line, this is where price was before. Trades lower, closes here. The wick is the skinny, extended part. The body is the candle, right? So I'll do the same on both charts. Just mark out that daily range. That's going to be important for you every single day. Price is either drawing towards it or it's going to sweep one of these and then reverse, right? So those are key levels. Cool. And then when I say higher time frame order block, I would say 2 hour or 1 hour. All right. So these are major, right? So just a quick recap of how you can use these. Now that you have that daily range, you want to look around and you want to see where the order blocks are actually printing, right? You see this high right here. There's a beautiful order block at the high of this daily candle currently. You mark out the last attempt to go higher that failed. That is your order block. You have an attempt to go higher and it fails and close through it. This green candle is the bearish order block at the high. And then if you look to your left, you'll see the last attempt to go lower. This is your bearish order block, right? Super simple. Now you can say, all right, if I want to go short, I want to see rejection from here. And then I can start targeting things like this weekly open or this daily low. And if I want to go long, I need to wait for price to drive back into this. As you can see, look how many times price broke from this down close candle. 1, 2, 3 drives, 4, 5 drives. You had 5 opportunities to buy from this order block here. And then it expands to the high, right? A swing high or a daily high or overnight high, things of that nature. All right, super simple stuff right here. So I want you guys to take a picture. If you really want to upgrade your trading, delete all that extra stuff that you learned before. Head and shoulders will not make you profitable, stuff like that, right? So here we go. 2 hour order block. If I were to be trading right now, this will be my game plan. You could even drop to the 1 hour and try to find a intermediate order block where price attempted to go lower. Here's one, and then it failed. It breaks out of it. This is another order block where price could drive into. So now this is an area where you could potentially look for buys if you start to see that rejection, right? Very clean. So the first step of my trading is always going to be the higher time frame, 2 hour or 1 hour order block locations and daily range candles, daily candle ranges, right? Next, super simple. You want to drop to your session, right? If you're familiar with your session, it's going to be your Asia session, London, New York, AM, New York, PM. All right, what session are you trading? And then number 3, the best of the best, power of 3. And I would say your 4 hour power of 3. All right, so I'll draw up a trade here based on what I just put on the table, right? So let's say you wanted to catch, where's a good move? First of all, I would screenshot this. I'll sit that there so you guys can see it. Higher time frame. This is your playing field, right? You want to set the playing field, set the floor, so that once price enters one of these areas, you start to look for that 4-hour candle power of 3. And the power of 3 is I want to give a simpler definition, not the standard definition. So for me, the easiest way to describe it is you want to see a 4-hour candle open. You want to see it open inside of a higher time frame area and go opposite before giving you the real move. All right, so what does that mean? Like if I'm bullish, if I'm in a bullish type of point of interest, so for example here, I would wait for a 4-hour candle to open inside of one of these gray areas that I have, right? And once that 4-hour candle opens, if I'm bullish, I want to see that 4-hour candle move lower into the zone and then start to flip. And that'll be the power of 3, where price opens lower and then trades higher. And then vice versa. If we were up at this high, I would want to see a 4-hour candle open higher, maybe sweep one of these highs, and then start to transition lower, and I'll look for my move lower. All right. Any questions on that, bro? And I know most people probably already do this, but I just want to, a lot of people probably don't, because a lot of people aren't profitable. The only reason I'm able to catch trades on a daily basis is based on these protocols here. And these are good foundations for you to start with, and you can use whatever entry model you want. But if you have this concept down, you'll be able to catch pretty much every move that takes place during your session, right? You can't trade every session, so you pick a session. I like the New York AM session, and you pick your zones based on what I've put down here. And then I want to give you guys one example of how I was able to catch a trade yesterday. Was it Friday? Yeah, not yesterday, Friday. This was the weekend. So also a bonus factor is SMT, right? Which is a divergence. All right, so this is some secret sauce here. This is a nice bonus factor. And the time frame that I use, all right. So the time frame that I use is, oh wait, let me do this. Sorry. Yeah, the time frame that I use for SMTs is going to be the 30-minute chart, right? Because you can have an SMT on the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 15 minute, all that type of stuff. But the 30-minute chart is what I use to give price a chance to give me a definite SMT before I get too excited, right? All right, so those are the factors that I'm looking for. I'm going to give you one example here, and then I'll give the stream back to Zilla while we wait for the market open, potentially do some giveaways here. He said, Rock, I'm not allowed to trade New York session since I'm not from the US. That's not true, bro. That's not true, bro. You can trade whatever session works for you. It's just a matter of, your time zone. If you want to trade, like right now, if I wanted to trade Asia session, I could trade Asia session even though I'm not in Asia. So, yeah, you got a lot of learning to do, bro. But that's what we're here for. Here's your example, though, right? I'm going to show you guys a fire example. That way you guys understand that this is pretty much all you need if you really want to start getting payouts. All right, let's go back to Friday real quick, and then I'll wrap this up. Date, Friday. And really, I think we caught we caught 2 trades, yeah, this week. But Friday was the biggest trade. We caught the shorts on the way down, and it's right after 10 a.m., right? So here we go. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Let's wait for some order blocks to form here. All right, so here we go. Let's go back. Remember, what do we say? You want to mark out these daily ranges here. So from Friday, notice we took out that previous daily high. And that is where the whole idea originated. Understanding that once those daily levels are hit, you can see reversal protocol. All right, so here goes your high here, get swept over here as well. So once that gets swept, like I mentioned, I'm going down to my 30-minute chart and I'm looking for either order blocks. As you can see, there is no order blocks because we're at all-time highs. So you can skip the order block. If I put my sessions on, we're going to be inside of the New York session, which is the yellow area here. Zoom in. And I'm looking for that SMT because there's no order blocks, as you can see, all-time highs. And I'm waiting for a 4-hour candle to open. All right, so 10 a.m. is that 4-hour candle. I can mark that out. No trading until that 4-hour candle opens, so I can find that power of 3. All right, boom. So 10 a.m. opens. Let's go down to the 1 minute here while I wait for 10 a.m. and see if we see an SMT off of these highs here. So 10 a.m. opens. All right, there is no SMT on ES, but this is where RTY comes in. If I pull up RTY, you're going to see a massive SMT. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Notice we haven't taken out any of the highs here on RTY. And we have a nice rally higher over here. So that's enough for my SMT. And we have our power of 3. We see 10 a.m. open higher, fail to go higher, and now we're breaking structure lower. So now I'm looking for my entry model. My entry model is something as simple as a change in the state here, where you see this 3 candle run higher. Change in the state, 10 a.m. opened higher, swept that high, right? As you can see, we did not sweep these highs here over on. If you get really minute here, you got to be very surgical if you're going to be a good trader. But watch how 10 a.m. opens, makes a new high. 10 a.m. opens over here, fails to make new highs, and then we get a sharp shift lower. Bingo. I'm hip for shorts. What am I targeting? We have that previous daily candle high sitting right here, this red line. I can hop in a short here, cover this swing high here, and then just trade it down into here. Typically, my stop will go past that 10 a.m. price, so something like that. And then you just jump in the short. And that was my trade from Friday. All of our trades are pretty clean. As long as you see these factors, you're going to catch a clean trade. The hard part is typically when the market is like choppy, you probably have to sit in the trade longer than expected, but these are the type of trades you should look for, right? So screenshot this, guys, add it to your pre-market plan, and I guarantee you these concepts here give you the best bias. Like I had a short bias going into here. A lot of people were like, don't short all-time highs. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Just play what the market gives you, right? And then the EMA, you're asking about the EMA. Yeah, I have the EMA here. I like to see price underneath the EMA if I'm going short. As you can see here, we did break it later, but it's not a deal breaker, right? I can delete the EMA if I need to get into a trade. As long as everything else is present, the EMA is just like a cherry on top or just extra confirmation, right? But I like the 9 EMA. If I needed to use the EMA, I would put the 9 EMA. Let's say you short it underneath the 9 EMA. You get a good trade. You see the EMA is being respected on the way down, right? But it's not a deal breaker, right? I don't need the EMA at all. Price is built on, like I mentioned, higher time frame structure, order blocks, and 4-hour candles. You'll notice that a 4-hour high is put in here, and then it starts to trade back to a 4-hour low, starts trading back to daily lows. You know what I mean? So, all right. If you need, like, I see you're asking about how to change time frames and stuff like that. That stuff is on YouTube, bro. That's like super, super simple. Right. So if you're using Trade-Evate or TradingView, you're gonna have to purchase an account with them and then go on YouTube, and you'll be able to figure all of that out in no time, brother. But yeah, so let me do this. I'm gonna give you guys some levels for today's session, and then I want you guys to message me later and tell me if those levels end up giving you a decent idea. So ES, back to ES over here. What do you guys notice? If you're me, the first thing I notice is this massive, look at that. There goes the selling pressure, right? You see how easy and predictable this was? My goal this morning was to try and catch a short, but as you can see, it's happening before 10 a.m., so I'm not in a short. But where did it short from? It shorted off of that previous daily sweep. Easy. You already know, don't be like everyone else buying at the top. You see that sweep, you're looking for a move lower. Now we have this low right here that price could want to take out. And then now you go down to your 2-hour or your 4-hour or your 1-hour. I like the 2-hour. And you look for areas where price could try and bounce again. And then you understand that if price gets underneath here, it's probably going to trade into the next level, which would be this massive attempt to go lower that failed. All right. So you make trading a lot easier by just giving yourself higher time frame points of interest and waiting for those areas to be hit. And then you wait for a 4-hour candle to open in that area, and you get pretty much the best setups you could ask for. All right, so these are the buying areas here. I'll make them green just for the sake of stream. This is where I would be looking to buy. I wouldn't be looking to buy anywhere else. And then if I'm looking for shorts, I would be looking for, let's go to the hourly, and let's look for areas that price attempted to go higher today and failed, right? So you see this attempt to go higher that fails. That's a beautiful area for shorts right now. And then also this area right here, price attempted to go higher and failed, right? And you have a gap above it. These are really nice areas for shorts. You got a BPR, a nice V-shaped flip. If price were to drive in here and start showing weakness, you should try to short that if you're me. And then you have same thing over here. Last attempt to go higher. And bang. A lot of people like to use fair value gaps. I don't really care for fair value gaps because they get ran through all the time. And you can get caught trying to short an inversion and lose. You can get caught trying to buy an inversion and lose. The order blocks hold much more weight, in my opinion. I'd rather wait for price to tap into an order block, right? So this is the playing field for me, right? And if we were to break lower than this, then obviously you start looking lower for pivot points that could offer demand, right? But for now, I would anticipate price is going to try to bounce from one of these areas. And hopefully you guys can catch a good trade today. Let's see what the chat's saying here. What time do you recommend to trade? It's all about the 4-hour candle. So if you're trading Asia session, I would look for 10 p.m. or 6 p.m. You know what I mean? Trade in those 4-hour segments because you're going to get the most volume when a new 4-hour candle opens, right? So how do I know that? Let's go take a look. What candle is this right here? This is the number one candle for me. I trade this 10 a.m. candle because it has the most volume. You see a 4-hour candle open lower, catch the buy higher. All right. Let's look at overnight sessions. I know you guys probably trade Asia. Look at this right here. 10 p.m. Which candle was the biggest candle in Asia? This 4-hour candle here opened at 10, and you catch a short if you're bearish. Beautiful. All right. You want to focus around that 4-hour open. Here's another one. 6 p.m. If you were trading Asia, you want to be looking for trades around 6 p.m. so you can catch that 4-hour expansion. All right. Everyone's going to be different. So yeah, if you trade 6 to 7 p.m., I would say try to trade 6 p.m. 6 p.m., 10 p.m. Here, I'll type it out. 4-hour best times to trade are 4-hour candle opening setups. 6 p.m., 10 p.m., 2 a.m., 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 2 p.m. Those are the setups you should be looking to catch. You're gonna make a lot more money focusing on that. All right. Nice. Zilla, you still there, brother?
I'm here. So we got a minute to open, and then after open, we're gonna do a giveaway. So
fire.
Stay tuned.
Nice. Well, anything you want to add, bro? I know you're using
I use
what do you use for your
I'm pretty much opposite to Rock. I use fair value gaps as my base.
But what are you using for your like SMTs?
I pretty much use your daily candles, your 6-hour candles, and your 90-minute candles for SMTs. Okay, basically nice. They're all quarters, so
there you go.
That's what I'll be doing. So I'll be using SMTs between them candles. It's pretty simple.
It's YM, ES, and NQ, right?
Yeah, the triad. I mean, you can add RTY as well. That's totally up to you.
Right. Yeah. I just want them to hear a different perspective. Like it's not.
Of course, I do prefer it between NQ and ES.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, bro. Like if you have like a 6-hour or say a daily SMT, then I want to see like an hourly gap get created. Then from someone tells us, okay, savers, you already know their work. Then you want an hourly gap and then SMT inside the gap. So that's like a 2-stage.
Nice. Right. Yeah. So as you can see, right, there's not one specific way to trade. So that's why I try not to give out like an actual strategy. I'm just giving you guys how to create a bias without taking too long. I can draw up a bias here and look what happens. Look at where we're rejecting. If you wanted to buy, you could start looking for a long off of this right here. All right. It's giving you areas where there's 9 times out of 10, you're going to see a reaction. And it's just order blocks. That's the game. Where did price fail to go higher? Where did price fail to go lower? And you'll notice, like Zilla said, fair value gaps do play a big part. You see this 10 a.m. gap from Thursday. Look what happens. Price taps into the gap. It rejects very strongly, but what did it leave behind? It left behind this order block. All right. So you could either try and catch this gap flip or wait for an order block to be created inside of that gap and then catch that as well. So there's multiple ways to go about it, you know. And if you guys are serious and you guys are taking notes, I guarantee you'll learn more than you have if you're in your process of learning, because YouTube doesn't have much to offer these days. It's all the same stuff.
All right, man. So we're gonna do a giveaway now. All you got to do to enter is literally just type FPF in the chat. That's it.
Is the chat on subscriber mode? Do you have to be subscribed to chat?
I don't. Oh yeah, I think so. Just
Yeah.
type FPF, and you will enter, and then we'll have someone pick it. We'll have actually FPF pick the winner.
Yeah, let me
All right. Give it 5 minutes.
yeah, give it like 5 minutes.
Yeah, Roxy, you're doing a stream after this in your Discord. Telegram, is it? Do you do Telegram or YouTube?
No, I'm on YouTube, bro. So if you
You're fully
guys
YouTube now.
yeah. So if anyone wants to trade the New York session 10 a.m. candle, I am literally on stream on YouTube every single day. Typically Mondays are like a tape read for me. And then Tuesday through Friday is where I like to get going.
Basically, information day.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I kind of use it for two, but if I
But for
trade,
today, just for today, I don't mind streaming today. So here, I'll actually do that. I'll actually post it right here. So if you guys want to trade the 10 a.m. candle, I'll go live today at 9:50.
if you want, you can post a link.
Here, yeah, I'll post it right now.
After,
Or just
I'll be on to about 10:20 or 10 o'clock, depending if my setup comes. Because basically, with the New York session, New York Open, I only trade about 30 minutes. Please pick me, FPF.
He said, "Please pick me."
What the hell? Let's see who we got. All right, 5 minutes. Yeah, cool. All right, FPF. Looks like the 5 minutes is up. So
It's already been 5 minutes, bro.
basically,
Dang.
I'll let a few more get in there. There's 14 people. All right, stop spamming FPF now. Shit. It's the same people running FPF. Okay, cool. I think everyone's running it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, cool. Let's do it. Deeper profit. Hello, I've been training for some months now. I'd really love an eval to try my eval in the real world. Well, type in FPF and you may have a chance.
All right, cool. So yeah, if you guys are going to be trading the New York session, there it is. YouTube will be Rock Trades, and then yeah, maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you'll get I don't know. I try not to get people's hopes up because trading is trading, but at the same time,
for real.
At the same time, we do have really good results. So look at Bitcoin crashing.
FBF, how many giveaways are we doing today? All right. There we go. Oh.
23 entries. There you go.
Trader T I6E inside.
Nice.
Okay, let's see who wins, man. Oh. All right, Tamil trader. Congrats, dude. So that's a 125K. What is it? Lucid?
Look at that, bro. Spider-Man won.
Spider-Man always wins.
There's a new
25
Spider-Man
years.
movie coming out
Ooh.
also, bro. Fire.
So just I guess what's your Discord, Tamil? I'll send him a message. Yeah, all good. Rigged, bro. Mr. EMA.
There it is. All right. Now, so it's almost like super important that you pass your account, bro. So if you need help, just join Zilla or join my stream. I promise you that's your best option. If you're a good trader already, have fun, do your thing, you know. But if you know that you're probably not going to pass, Zilla's here to help. I'm here to help. And the more people we help, the bigger the stream will get, right? So that's the mission. I just helped someone else pass their eval. And look, if you look at the charts, look at where price bounced from. The same order block just gave you 170 points on the NASDAQ. Zilla just gave you how many points on EU?
Bro.
That was a banger.
It was only like 4.5, but it just fell like over 30 points.
Exactly.
That's a lot for you.
And I think Lucid has like a 50% consistency, so you could knock out half your eval today.
Pretty much. Won't take too long. 100%, bro.
Exactly.
Tamil trader join Discord. Oh, FPF, what is this? Another giveaway? Nah, FPF is totally a different guy. He's the one who runs the whole program. I'm just here on the TV, live trading and answering questions. Okay, there we go. Second winner for the next 25K.
There it is.
Hopefully they're still here. Okay, cool. They are. All right, man. It's now 11. What is it? 9:40. So close to like my setup grounds, my scalping grounds. Yeah. Basically, all I'm trying to do right now is in my little macro window. I'm just waiting for a sequential SMT and a minute gap, and I just enter. That's all I do. We hit like 2 NWAGs. We never got to previous week. Oh wait, sorry, Friday low. We never touched Friday low yet. Okay. 4 hour TPD. I would love to see it manipulate past True New York Open again if it's for shorts, but could be a reversal back to their all-time highs. Savers, you're trolling now, that's for sure.
who is Savers? You got to put a face to it. You can't even respect what people say until you put a face to it. Unless he
That's
can get
right.
on here and show us something, show us something we don't know. We'll listen. We'll happily listen.
Tell us something you don't know, pretty much. Yeah. Oh man. So what do we have here? So we go to SMT with London to New York with ES. A daily cycle. My mentor makes millions. Hell yeah, good for him.
Great for him.
That's all you can really say, you know what I mean?
Hopefully, whoever follows him makes millions too.
100%, man. Can't hate.
Yeah, we're only making thousands
I think
here, bro.
I'm going to be following the trend that we've already created and following within my daily cycle.
Yeah, we're only making thousands here, bro. We're not at the millions yet.
Nah. A little far from that. Tory trades, yeah. You trade the trend lines up and down. So basically, you should be in this trade right now for longs. It just broke out. All right, 9:45. So I start trading during Q3 of the microcycle. So I'm true month open. And Rock, you're starting your stream now, right?
Yeah, 9:50. I'll go live.
Cool, man.
9:50. I'll go live for a couple hours today, and yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling as always, bro. You know me.
Chilling Monday.
Yeah, Mondays are chill for me.
Yeah,
I'll watch your setup, and then I'll probably head out closer to 10.
It should form within the first up until 10 o'clock. It normally forms. It's usually a quick setup, so you have to be pretty on point with it and focused. My other setup in EU though, that thing's pretty chill. You're waiting for like a 5-minute PD array for your entry, so basically over here we're waiting for the inversion gap after a 90-minute SMT and an hourly gap. So over here, what do we have? A 50-minute order block. I've entered on all three assets like Rock taught me. Right, Rock? Rock, did you tell him to enter on all three assets?
Who said that?
Savers.
Oh, if it's that same kid, I'm gonna stop responding to him. He's not a trader. He's just looking for attention.
Yeah, for real.
He probably can't show us much results from trading, so you resort to that type of behavior.
As most of them do. Rock, you don't even trade Head and Shoulders.
Yeah, I could show you what, like 4K from the past 2 weeks without one head and shoulder pattern. It's not about one specific approach to trading. It's just find something that works,
I mean, that's what you have to do. Whatever works for you, works for you. at the end. Because honestly, whatever like Rock's trading or I'm trading might not work for you guys. You kind of just got to find your own way.
Exactly. Yeah, we're not trying to tell you exactly what to do, just trying to give you tips and pointers as to what to look for.
FPF, can we get this Rock guy off the stream? He's toxic.
I'm probably the most opposite of toxic, bro. People who know me, you know. But good bounce off of that order block.
New York Open.
Yep, and there's the previous daily high sitting in that area as well.
The only thing is YM sort of not in sync, but it could also be the leading sort of asset here. And it hasn't been in sync for the last few weeks. It's been pretty shit the way it's been moving.
Cool. But yeah, congrats again on who won those accounts, man. We'd love to see you guys keep us updated on those, and hopefully you get those passed and paid out.
So basically here is something I would give a go to. If it creates like a 1 minute gap, that is. So I'll be waiting for a 1 minute gap. If it wants to go down, it'll let me know. There's an inversion there, but I'd still feel more comfortable with a 1 minute gap, and I'm not really in a rush to sort of trade NQ on a Monday, and I've already kind of got my EU trade in the bag for the day. How long do you get the giveaway code last for? I'm pretty sure it just lasts. I'm pretty sure it just lasts, bro. It lasts until you use it, or probably like a month or two or so. There we go. There's some explosion. He's just trolling, bro. Rock gave some good advice there, that's for sure. But yeah,
yeah, bro.
Basically my setup right there anyway, man. It just
nice.
smashing down now. Why don't he have signal group?
Yeah, bro, you gotta stop reading his comments. It's not even. What so with your entry here, would you take partials or would you just hold this?
I would normally take partials, like a 2R,
Nice. Okay.
and then I'd let the rest run for full TP.
Nice. I like how Bitcoin is crashing. Also, Bitcoin is usually a good indication of how strong or weak the markets will be. I would love to see this
Yeah,
dump,
BTC
bro. This
is
will be
crashing
fire.
right now.
We have news at 10 a.m.
Well,
too,
yeah,
so that might do it for you.
you're not
Slam it.
up after all it's done this morning, so I only had shorts on my mind.
There you go, bro. Same, bro. Literally, the first thing I was
just don't
hoping
want to
for.
fight against what's already happened. You know what I mean? Like, if that big move's already happened, why do I want to fight against it? Just go with it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Shorts.
And go from there.
We got some lovely higher time frame targets down below. So
100%. And it's definitely a need to start moving down, bro. It's just been going up for the last 3 weeks.
Last year almost, bro. It just won't sell off.
Last year. Yeah,
it's crazy.
With it.
It's so crazy. Nice, man.
Yeah, man.
Extreme.
Not a bad move by NQ so far. On its way down. After sweeping that Q2 high.
Q2. So
basically,
what time does Q2 start?
Q2 is from 9:23 all the way to 9:45, and then Q3 9:45 to 10:08. So that's my window. I basically want to be that Q, that Q.
Nice. That's so clean, bro. It's amazing how that aligns exactly with what we drew up. Like, I was drawing up a short from the same area, but I don't even know about Q2. So that's a perfect example, bro. Maybe I don't know enough, because that's a perfect sell. That is a perfect sell you have here.
Yeah, well, that's the precision quarterly theory will give you. That's like quarterly theory is all about precision.
Nice.
So it's basically showing you when the market's going to reverse. And with my scalp strategy, to be honest, it's very easy. All I'm basically doing is finding a key level. So, for example, over here, the key level is 15-minute order block right there.
There it is. Nice.
See that? 15-minute order block. Price goes back into the order block. Mm-hmm. And over here as well, you have a 15-minute SMTF. So 15-minute SMTF is when one asset fully fills the gap. So you see the 15-minute gap there, while ES fails to fill more than the midpoint. So this is called SMTF. So that's a crack in itself. And then, of course, we're running that daily cycle over here already from London to New York. And then over here, I mean, if it's still intact, we do have a little microcycle going on. But my trade is basically based off tapping that PD array and going back to true New York open and then displacing. Yep.
Yes, sir. I saw some people saying they were long. They tried to fade you, bro. I'm sorry, but the trend lines didn't work here. It was a little bit more complex than that. Nice short. You can literally start protecting your position.
Pretty much, bro. And like if anyone decided to take shorts, you can even just start partialing. I mean,
Exactly. Yeah, this is already a win. There's no reason to give it back.
yeah, basically, though, that's all I'm looking for in the morning, man. I just keep it simple.
Fire,
I
bro.
don't try to overcomplicate anything. It's basically like, okay, what did the market do at open? And what did it do pre-market? And I just try to follow the trend. So, okay, we have the daily cycle SMT. Cool. What key levels do we have for my price to go?
Bro, I haven't watched you trade in a while, but it's impressive, bro. Because I
15 minutes.
remember, I
Bang,
remember
bang.
our journey.
It's been
I
a tough
remember
journey,
it,
man.
bro.
I swear. This shit
This
has
is
not been
impressive,
easy.
bro. Two very clean positions, bro. When I say clean, that's A plus, bro. Good job.
Thank you. And it's a Monday, so
And it's a Monday, so yeah.
it ain't nothing, mate.
Nice. But if you guys enjoyed today, man, go ahead, drop a like on the stream, man. Let's make this a thing and see if we can keep this going. Beautiful position. That's almost what, 100 points? Easy. Has to be, right?
How many points we got?
Yeah, bro, that's 100 points.
Yeah, over 100.
Over 100 points. Over 100.
Yeah, man. Well, good day today, man.
Yes, sir. Way to
Really
start
good
the
day.
week. I'm gonna jump in on my stream here and see
Cool,
if
man.
you can set the tone, bro. I'm gonna try to catch a banger like
I
you
will,
have.
bro. So I'll be here for a little bit more. I'll answer a few more questions, and then if you guys want, you can join Rock's stream because he's starting to trade now, up until what, lunchtime?
Yeah, just about an hour and a half, 2 hour stream. See if anything
cool.
plays.
So yeah, I'll point them to your direction soon. But yeah, I'll just finish things off here.
Yes, sir.
I don't
man.
have my own channel. I'm in Discord. Rock does have his own channel. Rock, if you could actually drop your link or so in the actual comments, or FPF
yeah,
if you can
yeah.
pin it for people for the after stream. That would be cool.
It is. There it is. Perfect setup, bro. Like, man, like this volume is really nice. And I like how ES is saving that low. We might get a pullback and then
100%.
another
So you can
opportunity
get pullback
to short.
and then continue on.
Yep.
Yep.
And I think we have news here. Let's see what the news was. USI manufacturing, ISM manufacturing came back positive. So it might spark a little bit of a push to see how that retests that bear structure up above. But cool. Yeah, man. Good work. Will you guys be streaming tomorrow and all that type of stuff?
Yeah, I'll be on. I'll probably bring up one of I'll bring another guest up. Maybe Eli from my trading group.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys trade the same, so that's a pretty good idea.
All right, we'll wait for full TP, and then if you guys want, you can join Rock's stream. But basically, my trading is short. Like my window, New York AM, is so short. By like 10:08, I already understand that I don't have a trade today. Normally, I'll get about 3 trades a week from this. So it's pretty chill.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna check out.
Enjoy your stream today, bro, and I'm sure some of these people will come.
Yes, sir. I'm actually gonna load up some evals here, see if I can pass some evals today. I don't like trading funded accounts on Mondays. Just
yeah, makes sense, bro. Well, I mean, today I just passed a bunch of lucids, so that's
there. It is. Let's go, man. This is the road to like 10K monthly payouts, bro. I can feel it, bro.
That's what I'm trying to do. Run up as many lucids as I can.
So what if you had to pick your number one prop firm, what would you say?
Honestly, bro, because I had a switch, right? The thing with me, I was on these minute charts, and basically my psychology was messing me up, right? Like, I just want to get in that trade. I'll try trade the open. So I had to take a step back. So by that, I took a step back. I got on like a live account. Went from the 4-hour chart, like entering on the 4-hour chart, to 1-hour charts, to 15-minute charts, to 5-minute, and now I'm finally back to 1 minute. So
nice.
I took my time to go up to come down. So right now, all I have with like funded accounts now is Lucid. I don't
Lucid
have
is fire.
But Lucid.
I like Lucid. I was just looking through their rules. I'm like, because I haven't been trading with Lucid. I've been on like my funded futures and funded next. But yeah, bro. I think I'm ready to try and just take over. At least have one attempt where I try to get 2 Lucid, 2 trade day looks good.
Trade day is pretty cool, yeah. Apex's new rules.
Yeah,
they seem
Apex
okay
is
too.
fine.
They seem a lot more lenient than they were before. I mean,
yes,
they would just freaking decline your payments for no reason before.
Literally, bro.
But yeah, they seem to be all right now. Pretty much like if you were in a short, you can take profits because sometimes. I mean, we took that low, did we? No, we didn't even take the low. We just saved it for you, Rock, for a bit later on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, I have no idea what the markets are going to do today. Last like 4 Mondays, the markets range like nasty range. So that's why I haven't been trading it.
Real.
So we'll see, but I'm not really too excited to catch a position, bro. I think your trade might be the best.
I might be doing a pre-market for anyone in the stream soon. That's like 7:30 a.m. to about 9. Okay. So I do trade the pre-market too.
Nice. Well, let's see if this volume continues, man. I'll chat with you later, Zilla. Good job, bro.
Well, enjoy your day, man. Safe trading.
Same to you, bro. God bless everybody.
God bless, man. See ya.
Bye.
All right, Rock's going. Dashboard. What we got here? Payment details. All right, guys. This is AH30. No problem, Savers. Man. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably just miss the final TP, but honestly, I'm fully up on my accounts. Always make sure you take partials. That's all I can say. All right, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Rock never taught me how to switch time frames. I'll teach you. So you just click on the screen and type 19. Click on the screen, type 66. Yeah, bro. I want to see price on the 66-minute time frame. No, I want to see it take the Friday low. So let's see if it can do that today. And if we can take the Friday low, what do we have below? Let's have a look. I mean, we got a few volume imbalances over here. I'd like to see it filled. So yeah, about the 30K. I'd like to see that happen. And of course, we got unfilled NWOGs all the way from the 26th of May. So there's a lot of unfilled territory down here. But you know, NQ, it just likes climbing, as you've seen from April. Wow. That's just all consolidation. And then all of April, we've just been going up non-stop. So yeah. Ask any questions before I get off. But again, I want to be here every day, so it's all good. And if you're interested in quarterly theory, I can teach you a few concepts. Day trading concepts, scalping, swing, whatever you want. Yeah, he is. Any more questions? All right, guys. Well, that's it for me today. So I'll catch everybody tomorrow. Same thing. What do you think is the best to do? Stick to one strike? Honestly, stick to one strategy based on what account you're using and one window until you feel a bit more comfortable. When you feel a bit more comfortable, then you can sort of, yeah. You can't withdraw the 50K. All right, guys. Take care. I'll be on tomorrow. So, all right. Laters. Oh, I left the studio. Wow, Sayang, I left the studio. What a stream. I freaking doubled everyone on the stream. Sayang.
Yeah.
That was like, I felt nervous that I got wins for everybody. Holy shit. No, it's really good. I just done over risk rule, and so they reduced my payment for this payment.
You not win today?
No, I win 2 times.
Money.